Well, we finally did it. We done it. Well, I did it. Well, you guys did it. Mainly it was all to you lovely super fans who have brought me this far. But yes, I have not lied or deceived you guys at this time in my usual extravagant, self-grandizing fabrications. I have hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. Well, granted, I did it a couple days ago, and I was kind of too lazy to get a video out then, because I kind of wanted to put it in with my video of the new year proper, and the 100 subs just kind of happened, and just like, why not just put it all in once? But I'm still happy. I'm glad that you guys didn't give up on me. I'm glad that you guys supported me through all of this. I'm glad that within the 1 to 2 years on YouTube, I've hit 100 subs. Sure, it wasn't like how it originally was planned to be. Within the first year, I hit 100 subs, but I'm glad that I still got it nonetheless. It makes me happy. It makes me smile more than ever that I have a pocket of fans that can listen to me, that understands me, that wants to know more about me, to watch more videos I do. Whether you're here for the main line or you're here for the shorts, I'm glad that you're here regardless. It makes me genuinely smile. When I got that email from Team YouTube saying that I finally hit 100 subs, I almost cried a little bit. I almost shed a tear of joy that all this hard work is starting to pay off. I know that during my time when I was still within the 30s through the 60s, when I was stuck in this weird gap in time where I just couldn't gain subs and I was losing subs, despite all my efforts, I had shadows of doubt that this was the path I could do and I should just give up. But I persevered regardless. I told myself that if I just kept hanging on a little bit more, it will all begin to pay off. And the results have been true. It paid off. Now, the only reason why my channel even blossomed so well was because some of the videos that I do talk about might have sparked some controversy. If not, it's the usual crutch I usually carry in my CapCuts. But I don't mind. They make me happy and they bring in the viewers. So it's like I keep doing them. They keep bringing in an audience for me to go watch me. It makes me feel so human. It makes me feel so alive. Soon, this is like the first step. This is the first step of everything. Now that I have 100 subs, going to be like I think 111 as I last checked before I started recording this audio. I can start pushing further. This has given me the complete ultimate motivation to make further improvements to my channel, further videos, more mainline content, slowly but surely not making CapCuts be the only living crutch you'll have to come back to here. Though they'll still exist, they won't be the only reason why my channel exists. I'll keep uploading things, whether it's mainline, whether it's just one-off rants. Hell, I'll even do other things. I'll upload all my personal recorded loops of songs that I collected over the years, my personal archive, some things I personally listen to. I'll do pretty much anything. The sky's the limit when it comes to my content. The fire in my heart has been lit with gasoline and diesel, and now it is burning brighter than ever to pursue this dream, to have this career. Again, I do thank you guys so much. You don't know how much this means to me. You don't know how much this makes me happy as an individual. You don't know how much I was really banking on this, how much I want to do this. I was afraid that I wasn't going to do so well, that I wasn't going to succeed in my channel, and it was just going to be another dime a dozen, like a little cheap little pipe dream that I was going to give up on later within this year or so. But you guys have proved me different. You proved to me that you guys still enjoy my content. You guys enjoy my perspective on life and my opinions, even though they might be dangerously wrong or radicalizingly not right for the most people, or for the least decently sane. But I'm glad that you guys still listen to me, and that's all that matters. Now I'm going to spend the rest of my time dedicating all back to you guys. More live streams, more videos, anything. Talk about anything I want or anything you guys can suggest. Now that I hit 100 subs, I think my first inactive plan is to finally go get an avatar proper. I think that's about my main 100 subscriber thing I wanted to do, besides making like a video and probably live streaming, was to finally get an avatar proper. an avatar, like a nice cute little banner, a new profile picture, something that you can see me visually with. I always dream about getting like my avatar stills. And you see like Dumbsville, Future Brothers, or Fuchsia Butters, not Future Brothers, or any other YouTuber who has said avatar and avatar stills. I always wanted something like that, you know, like Tom Dark. I always care for something like that, so I could be more expressive in my videos than just you hear my lovely voice in the background in the ether, or I watch gameplay of something I played like 5 minutes ago. I want to do something more glamorous, and I'll do it in time, or unless you guys can help me. You know, I don't like e-begging as much as anything else. I know that's the lowest of low, but if you guys are willing to help me, then I'd be more than appreciative of it. If not, then I can take care of this on my own, though your efforts will be appreciated nonetheless. Anyway, enough of the tears and happiness and the momentous occasion. Let's get into the video, okay? Yes, my illustrious fans, I have returned once more. I stepped away from watching my story animated, you know, because that's totally a girl thing. Who will watch that? Am I right, guys? Am I right, fellas? Moving on. To come back to deliver you guys once more some wonderful content. I know that the time between, I guess, today in the terms of this video to say around December 13th, there have been a huge gap of just nothing but just cap cuts and no real content. And I do humbly apologize. Formally apologize proper. I explained it in my video prior about why I've been gone, in the Where Have I Been video, but I just want to reiterate and just say I am sorry for the lack of content update. I'm sorry for the lack of mainline content. This year, I made a resolution to start making more mainline content, no matter how bad it was, no matter how pointless it is. No, it's not gonna be like year one Cryokuma where I was just uploading videos just for the sake of uploading. But it's still gonna just be more or less like Coffee with Kuma, not being more of its main integral, you know, part of its life. I upload a video, whether it's mainline or side content, and I just want to talk about things. You know, because isn't that the whole point of my channel? Is to talk about stuff, to rant about things. I'm not like one of those. I'm not like Pagan Valley where I can make like an 8-hour video talking about the Walton Files. I'm not Dumbsville. I can make a good movie review and also make good memes. I'm not Markiplier who can just play games for hours on end. You know, I'm not any of those channels. I'm not trying to be like those channels. I want to be my own thing. I mean, I came close to wanting to be a storytime animator, but let's be honest, I lack any of the creative narrative skills to make something like that, and all I can do is just go off my words, and even then they tend to be a little bit more fabricated exaggerations of my events. So I'm just gonna stick to this kind of format for now. It's lovely, it's nice, it's simple, it's a wonderful place for me to be in. That's where I find myself most comfortable, ranting about stuff and making cap cuts. Because, you know, don't fix what was never broken in terms of content. Never replace anything that was never meant to be repaired. So, I guess today's ranting is what it's gonna be. Simple. I want to talk about YouTube and how it's kind of been how the new TOS is kind of hurting people now. I know that numerous other YouTubers talked about it previously, saying that, oh, now with the new terms of service and now that the whole new, you know, language barrier, because to be honest, censoring yourself more is going to do wonders on the platform of YouTube, has pretty much been able to demonetize practically anyone who has said a bad language that wasn't the usual damn or hell. Anyone who's been throwing F-bombs, B-bombs, A-bombs, N-bombs, you can demonetize. And I've been hearing a tough grimace about it, saying that, oh, they could go back on your old videos and demonetize you from there. Which sounds terrifying, the fact that you could potentially lose money for an old video, which is honestly kind of awful. And I only have to ask, when did YouTube become so sanitized? When it became the new Tumblr? When it became so, okay, we want you to broadcast yourself, but only if you submit to these rules here, 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 and here. It means you can't broadcast yourself, you can't have opinions, you can't have anything, because you gotta be brand friendly, you gotta be family friendly, because if you're not catering to those, you're just nothing more than just an inconvenience. You're nothing more than a bug that we want to squish out as soon as possible. It sounds just as worse as that whole favoritism drama that happened last year with Corey Kenshin and every other YouTuber that got caught up in that, about the game about the mortuary assistant and how Corey Kenshin got age restricted but everyone else didn't really get age restricted. Then Markiplier started playing horny games to prove that he was on YouTube's good side. To prove that there was a bunch of bullshit. In reality, oh yeah, he is being favorited too. Because YouTube is like Twitch. They only favor the people they want the most. And everyone else gets thrown to the grinder for all they care. I told you that we gotta establish some new world order with YouTube. We gotta establish that we have to get rid of all the old people to replace them. We need to have newer faces on YouTube right now. It's not new faces, at least older veterans who knew what the platform is. Hell, it's not even the old veterans. Let me be real for a quick second. We need people who generally care about the consumers who are using this platform. We want people who care about the YouTubers who upload, who spend days, months, potentially years making content, only for it to get shot in the head, demonetized, freaking, partially copyright claimed and striked and deleted outright by YouTube. And all they get to do is just give you a middle finger, a spit in the hand, and $2 and say, you figure it out. And I always said that YouTube would be better if it reestablished the old world. Not back in, like, say, 2012 YouTube, where it was like the land of the lawless over here. They had like a lot of lesbian porn and a lot of questionable material and animations, even though that may or may not have contributed to my whole life of degeneracy. But I say around like 2014 to 2018 YouTube, where it wasn't as bad, but it was still just comfortable enough for everyone to still make, videos about anything. You could watch all the horny anime fans play their visual novels and they wouldn't get shot in the head with the monetizations and age restrictions. You could play, gory games and not worry about being demonetized and or age restricted. You wouldn't have to say it. You don't have to worry about saying something and not feel like that you're being labeled as leafy and then probably getting terminated by H3. Remember that drama? I feel like now YouTube has become so sanitized. It's like I'm in like a damn synagogue or some weird like after school church special. It's how painful it leaves a hole in my stomach. And me being a now a 111 sub YouTuber, like if I somewhat feel these ramifications, even though I'm not monetized in any way, I'm not being promoted. Let's be honest, with my brand of comedy and my with my commentary and my videos overall, I don't think I'm exactly being YouTube's limelight. But I feel like that if it just personally just feels like a spit in the face to most people. I still worry about these creators, the people I sub to, the people I look up to, the people who I know who probably have the same level of subscribers as I have who make better videos. I worry for them because I want them to make good videos and not worry about being caught under scrutiny or be thrown to the wayside because YouTube doesn't think you're good enough for this platform. Which is why people are leaving to go to different like alternative sites. But let's be honest, you couldn't leave even if you tried. Because it's like your fans are not going to just leave YouTube to go to like BitChute. They can't just do that because you already have your whole fandom. It's like live streaming on Twitch just to go to YouTube. You can't really bring everyone from there to there, or vice versa. Just to go to like Mixer or something and be like, well, I don't have my fans following me anymore. I guess I'll just quit. But I guess it's not the whole contentious point of it. I just feel like that YouTube has personally just became a problem. It's become a bothersome. It just became a burden just to be a YouTuber. And nowadays I've been seeing videos of people quitting their careers via YouTube, quitting the thing that they're known for. Like just recently, Just a Robot was saying that he finally left the commentary community. He was done with that. He's now doing reviews like Dumbsville. He's like reviewing movies and stuff, which is good on him. I'm not gonna bash him on his whole change in content, but I feel like that's like a good thing. It's like a reminder of like what's happening. I know that Jar isn't leaving commentary community because of YouTube, but I feel like that's always been the case for like most commentary communities. Minus Spock, Ponder Spocket, what Spockter Theory, what the fuck his name was. But I feel like that as the years keep going, YouTube's going to become a lot more claustrophobic. It's going to become a lot more sanitized to the point that you can't do anything on YouTube that isn't just, this is made for kids, this is meant to be for kids. Which honestly, talking about YouTube Kids just feels like a pile of horse shit, because it's just like you have a whole separate area for YouTube Kids, but yet regular YouTube still be caught under scrutiny all the regular mature adults or somewhat legal teens who watch the content for all the raunchiness, all the unfiltered thought process, and all everything in between are still being kneecapped because of YouTube Kids, which I find honestly disgusting. And it's not our fault YouTube Kids failed, that you got freaking sociopaths posting weird videos, which, by the way, I realized that they are very unfiltered, because I've been seeing like a lot of YouTube Kids videos and people talking about them, saying that there's nothing that no one does anything about. And watching a YouTuber named Ibs, he talked about it I think a couple of months ago, and saying like how this is allowed on YouTube Kids. Remember the whole Elsa Gate thing? Yeah, it's like that on steroids. We have weird animations of people pissing and pooping into their mouths. There's a lot of weird bodily fluids. There's a lot of weird harms. A lot of weird sexual connotations and slight, hell, they're not even slight at this point. It's just almost implied sexual connotations and probably violence and gore. And this is coming from the YouTube Kids section. I was like, I thought this was YouTube Kids, not fucking Newgrounds, not 2008 Newgrounds, which feels weird. It feels so. It's like shoving your hand up to the elbow into YouTube's asshole and want to puppet them to fix them, because it's showing the lack of restraint. They will let YouTube Kids be pretty much unfiltered, but main YouTube, yeah, we gotta watch it. We gotta make sure everyone has been following TOS. We gotta make sure everyone's following the content rules. We gotta make sure everyone is understanding what they're talking about. But no, YouTube Kids completely just untouched, unfiltered. It's like, again, it's like I'm here at Newgrounds. It's like I'm watching a Twitter feed on fire. It's so bad. It's terrible. But this is not like just a part of it. This is not even just YouTube Kids anymore. It's just overall the lack of management, the lack of just self-preservation. Everything's all about money with YouTube. It's all about just making sure they get their bag, they get their dimes. Hell, this comes with the same thing as their ads. Remember when YouTube had all their ads? Well, I mean, they still do. I use ad blockers on like a certain website, but it's just like I remember seeing all their ads, and all of them are always being like weird. Cause mainly, like, for a time, all I get was like a lot of weird, like, insinuated furry porn for like ads, and I'm just like, this is YouTube, right? I could have swore I wasn't watching Pornhub or X videos. Like, I could have swore this wasn't 2 a.m. during my usual cranking fest. So why the hell I'm getting like weird porn ads on my YouTube browser? It's like, I could have swore this wasn't it. I could have swore I wasn't watching H anime right now. But what makes it so scoff is the fact that YouTube still wants to make a bag, but they don't care. They don't care about all of this. It just feels like they don't care about its consumers, and then when the consumers complain about it, they still be like, well, this is YouTube. What did you expect was gonna happen? It's like stabbing someone, and then they get mad for being stabbed, and then you look at them like, why are you so mad? I just stab you. No, it's like what Diesel Patches says. It's like someone punching you in the gut, shitting in your face, and then asking you, why are you mad? That's literally how it is. That's how YouTube is to people. They're literally beating you down, taking a fat shit on your career, and then still demands you, still asking you, can you please still support YouTube and be a YouTube partner? Can you still be part of this platform? And it's like, are you ruddy crazy? No. Why would I still slave away on this platform if it's just gonna just stab me in the back, paint me as some sort of martyr, some sort of pariah for the TOS to keep updating, to find some ways to trap me into pretty much making sanitized VeggieTales level of content. It's boring. It's not fun. It's not fun anymore. I could look at half these YouTubers and I could tell they're no longer having fun with what they do. They're bored. They hate the content they make, but they make it because there's nowhere else to go. They can't be edgy anymore. They gotta watch what they say. They gotta make sure the algorithm loves them and blesses them with videos. But it feels so soulless. It feels so cheap. It feels so fake and so undesirable. But we must keep pushing forward despite all these changes. Despite this suffering, this weighted feeling of just self-doubt and loathing towards the company you hate the most. But the sad acceptance is the fact that we all can't leave this place of our own imprisonment, our own 7 deadly sins of it all. We can't escape it. YouTube is the place that still brings us money, that still brings us joy, that still brings fans to come watch us and want to endure us, whether it's for the better or for the worse. Hearing YouTubers make their videos saying how they almost quit YouTube and stating out their problems, whether it's their personal life, physical, or just simply the fact that YouTube has become such a soulless, like, empty shell. It made them a shell. It made them do things that they weren't done before. It made them someone they refused to be. But yet, they still made the decision to stay here, to endure all this suffering. And for what? For money. For anything to keep their financial stability going, to keep their lives the same as they are now. They will have to suck up their teeth and endure the pain that's been given to them, just to make sure that the fans that watch them still enjoy their time together, or for others to make sure they still get enough money to afford groceries to keep the lights on. And then you have me, who still suffers quietly, but only in the sense for the people around me, for the people who I look up to and admire, the people I respect. I endure their pain, I feel their pain, their struggles and triumphs, just to make sure they can keep pushing a video out. It's literally the Chris McClain thing for that one shit post. Alright campers, today's challenge is to find a reason to keep going. But I can understand that after some point, it's just simply not humanly possible to keep going, to keep uploading videos to a place that doesn't want you, a place that wants to beat you down and take you for all that you're worth, and leave you with nothing but conflicted feelings of hatred and sadness. But others, despite the beatdown, can swallow the pain and keep going, and keep pushing, and keep setting past themselves beyond their point of contention, their point of their limits. And then they can endure it. They smile at hope in the name of despair, or perhaps they smile at despair in the name of hope, to believe that they could keep going in the future into their bottomless endeavors, some for a noble cause, some not so noble. But what makes me happy is the fact that they can still do it with a smile on their face, or I guess that's what I wanted to believe. Whether they hate it now or don't hate it at all, it's still left for speculation, to be left undecided. I'm sorry for leaving this video as such an end of a downer tone, such a bummer for a high stakes video for being the 100 sub special, but I had to get my mind off it. I had to speak my thoughts on it, just be like, this sucks, everything sucks, but YouTube is the only way we could be ourselves and grow. It's like being in a bad relationship. You want to leave, but you have nowhere to go, so you stay reluctantly to endure the pain, to endure it all. But I won't promise anything, but I will say that it won't all be sad like this year. I just wanted to have something out about this YouTube stuff and talk about more, and talk about my perspective and give my thoughts on it, and usually spew into the microphone that I usually have that goes untouched. But I gotta say, we hit the end of the road with this one. It's been a lovely journey for how long you've ever been here, for how long you've watched this video. I do thank you all for watching it and listening to me once more. More videos will come along the way. If you do have any suggestions or personal thoughts of what should I cover, please let me know in the comments. You know I'll cover them. I will. I promise you that I will cover them and talk about them. I make a damn live stream like I'm FAF9. But again, like, comment, subscribe, anything and all in between. You know, keep this happy train going. And also, thank you for the 100 subscribers, well, now being 111. I really appreciate you. Here as your host behind the Cryokuma channel, myself, and maybe in the future soon if I have more people that want to join my channel, maybe make it a whole studio like Channel Awesome or something. But as for now, the host, I humbly thank you for your support, and I do hope you continue to support this endeavor and this dream of mine. But until then, until the next video comes, I will bid you adieu.